good morning. Morning, morning, morning. What a God, what a God. Morning, morning, people. Happy Friday morning.
How much are you selling the? Buddy told me he had a surprise.
What a guan, pan, what a guan. You already know a question what me I go ask. What I go on pan the debate last night? I know everybody here. You never get to watch it. Me did I watch it. Me go watch your garage. Got bed early last night. Me go watch your garage. You know, there's something that nice to watch with crowd of people. Very nice to watch with crowd of people, Rasta. So I was watching with crowd of people. How they make all it nice. Whenever I watch it till it done. Little after 9 hours home. Oh, again get to watch a debate. When I think about the election, boy, oh, I don't know where going the election was. Told me see go which part me they green. The rest I not too know about. Told me see it Portland green. Last night me there garage and me see PNP have a movement then. The crowd, tin. And yesterday when me da play that me know don't alley. Labor right then gone up in the bush, why? Me say whole place move. When we reach there already got up in the bush. But me not too I watch all of them. As they say anywhere we win Saint Base win the election, we could say. And when police have vote that today? Or Monday? Anybody will win the police and soldier vote. And them are win the election. But all me say no, if Andrew win, sweetheart, a ginger. And if Golden win, I root. And so me look money. Andrew win a ginger, and if Golden and if Mark Golden win, I root. We still have to go in ICM, so. Yeah, we not still have to live here. Anyone win ICM thing. If Andrew win, ICM thing. If Golden win, ICM thing. No better Erin, no better Baron. But see, I come out to the birth certificate was. Wonder why I not have a new birth certificate. Why not have the right one with the doctor birth? So I'll learn something then. But PNP give a better speech in the debates. Andrew did a drift. Happy birthday, Dana. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I wish you many, many years to come, love. And if you can't get a backers, you get a backers. If you can't get none, make it 10. Nobody go search for. The thing sticky here, man. All me know, 31% did vote last time. More people are going to vote this time. There's a lot of people where you see in the campaign when I vote. They don't even have a vote. They make the most nice. I'm going to put up some birthday wishes to Donna then. Put up some birthday wishes to Donna. The man them we are making most trouble don't have a voter backside. I'm Friday for years over them last night and I them busy are making most trouble. So they don't have no vote. So where they write it. I feel say how I go on. So most of the people when they on the bandwagon, they might get trouble, they don't have no vote. Some of them never vote yet, and some of them now vote. You better hear them, man. And they might give you most trouble. When the body come, we say, we don't decide if me have voted. And this will be the first election me I vote in many, many years. Parish council, me vote, every general, me vote. I don't think I want to vote this time. I feel like a time for me walk left politics. They say if you not vote, you don't have a talk, but I will me a talk, say. Show some love to Donna for her birthday. Please and thanks. The Bible says, what is to Caesar, give unto Caesar. You see it.
Dr. Holness, government members have recommended taking the Auditor General off the Integrity Commission. There have been changes made by your administration to the Office of Political Ombudsman that have virtually destroyed its effectiveness as a check on the behavior of politicians. And there have been constant attacks by members of your administration on the Integrity Commission and on media and civil society groups that criticize your administration. Shouldn't Jamaicans be concerned about what appears to be a pattern by your administration of undermining oversight bodies in the public sector, civil society, and media?
There is absolutely no attempt by my administration, and indeed myself.
Well, the people them, where the benefit of them from the road, we have picked me at gas, the people with a benefit. Although they say once you live in a country, it benefit you. But it not benefit me, Rasta. Politics never benefit me yet. Some people are going like them can vote 10 times and 20 times. I mean, everybody have the same one vote, so. Really? Low politics alone. What me see happen, you see a set of people that were benefiting a PNP time and them benefiting a labor right. Because they switch around the board. When PNP arraign them a PNP and when labor right arraign them a labor right. And the benefit no drop nowhere else more than them foot. No other family benefit more than them. Two sides then depend. And them a lead it train. So it's a foolishness. It is foolishness.
To undermine any oversight body. Indeed, we have acted to strengthen and make them far more efficient in placing the oversight of the political ombudsman under the office of the Electoral Commission. That's a move to strengthen and give it far more institutional framework. I myself have been very complimentary and acted in a very dignified way as it relates to the Integrity Commission.
Mr. Golding will have the opportunity to respond.
There has been a definite pattern of hostility from the Jamaica Labour Party government towards the institutions mentioned in the question, in particular the Integrity Commission, largely because it is well known that there are at least 10 members of Parliament who are under investigation for illicit enrichment, a serious corruption offence, of which the only one to be known is the one for whom a report has been completed and sent to the Parliament, which is you, Andrew. As a result of that, they have done their very best to try to neuter that critical institution, including the Prime Minister bringing that institution to court to undermine its effectiveness and indeed eliminate it entirely.
Our next question.
Dr. Holness.
Keith Duncan says the PNP's proposal to increase the income tax threshold to 3.5.
Dr. Holness.
Tonight,
Dr. Holness.
Keith Duncan says the
What? Morning, sweetheart, how are you? What you doing, love? One thing. Right now, me born a Jamaica, but that not me is not a Jamaican. I am not a Jamaican. The Prime Minister said that being born in Jamaica doesn't make you a Jamaican. So. Me go wonder why the opposition not have the right. Me am fault on the two side. Cause me not see right birth certificate yet. I will just walk with the whole one. Cause that one they don't exist in Jamaica no more. But maybe and he have a copy too. I say, boy, I don't understand the politics business there. So, me not try understand, you know. Me not try understand the politics business. All right, question number
PNP's
2.
proposal to increase the income tax threshold to 3.5 million is impractical and impossible to fund without new taxes. Can you explain how these planned tax breaks will work without hurting the economy?
The context in which we have decided to increase the threshold to 3.5 million is the hollowing out of the middle class in this country. Working families finding it extremely difficult to make ends meet. And we believe with the debt to GDP ratio having now, after 13 and a half years of belt tightening and austerity, having now reached the cusp of the target of 60% of GDP introduced into the fiscal rules in law under Portia Simpson Miller. This is a time, this year it's expected actually, with the readjustment of the definition and calculation of GDP, this is a year that we expect to achieve that target. That will release 2.5% to 3% of GDP of additional resources, which...
Oh, now you're good. That's what I think too with the original. But that would be the original anyway. The original would have been the little red piece. No. But that come after when you're carrying the red piece too. If you have that, you're supposed to have the one with the Dr. Bird. The original one that fit you. The next one away you get the little red piece away you get on a hospital. We no should have work with that piece, eh? The little red piece. We can't find for me piece, I know. Yeah. But I think it's too late for that. That should have panned out already.
Were not previously budgeted for in the fiscal policy paper. That is more than sufficient to pay for our entire program, including the $3.5 million increase to $3.5 million of the tax threshold, which will make our civil servants and our middle managers, and indeed most of Jamaicans who are presently suffering
Me have the one that went show last night, you know.
of the cost of living, have money that they can spend, they can fix up their homes, extend their homes, buy a car if they don't have one, pay down debt where they may be in arrears. It is necessary to preserve the country from brain drain and to keep the society intact.
Dr. Holness now has the opportunity to respond. The hollowing out of the middle class is an act of the PNP. They totally decimated the middle class. It is the Jamaica Labour Party that introduced the increase in the non-tax threshold that recreated a middle class in Jamaica. In fact, when you look at the salary profile of PAYE contributors, you would see that their salaries have all risen. It is the Jamaica Labour Party through the compensation review that has increased salaries by over 200 billion Jamaican dollars for public sector workers. The current proposal of the PNP is unworkable.
So what was on the paper that was shown? It wasn't inspected by anyone. If it want to prove anything, show what accepted now. No man, that are the original Rastafari original birth paper. My original birth paper. You show an original one. Well, it would have more accepted for true. If indeed show the right one. But I think so too. Yeah, me think so too.
To the matter of your dual citizenship, it took days for you to confirm.
By right. All right, that is good. Rest of your life. Bless up yourself, my mom. Oh, I need to check for more too. See it when I raise one something, I see the other one. I could see third and last part. Alright. Boy, politics now benefit none of we in this country. Hello, good morning.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That you
What is?
held dual citizenship and weeks for you to renounce it. Why didn't you acknowledge the issue upfront, and why should Jamaicans believe you will be forthcoming with them on any issue, even if it's uncomfortable in the first instance?
I didn't hesitate to acknowledge dual citizenship. I was born in Jamaica. I had a British father, and I inherited British citizenship by descent from him. And that's lawful under the laws of Jamaica, and indeed parliamentarians in Jamaica are permitted to be dual nationals. I therefore didn't consider it to be something which was problematic. However, when it was raised last year and politicized, I decided I want to know what the Jamaican people felt about it, because I thought really my response ought to be driven by them. We did an internal poll. It showed that a majority thought I should renounce, and so I did. And I renounced my British citizenship in August last year.
Dr. Holness,
1 year now.
you know, this is a strange one. A man who wants to represent his country must choose his country. He doesn't need to ask anyone. He should choose. And that's why we say we choose Jamaica. It is indeed of concern that it was not until your 40s, when you were becoming a minister of government, that you sought to have a Jamaican passport. It is not.
They have to listen to them part there, you know. But actually, you can't have both in a Belgium still. Belgium not do dual. Belgium don't do dual citizenship. I don't know if they start. True, me don't know about America and England. Me always the back of time. Because me the far in up in a Middle East. I'll do it better for me. As me couldn't touch social media, the people them would have tried to make me pity them lose their job and all kind of sitting, because that's what the Jamaican them do. So me happy for that one.
Not your birth that makes you Jamaican. It is the choices you make for your country, including supporting a process that would make a Jamaican head of state here, including getting a Jamaican passport.
Our next question is from social.
To the matter of your dual.
Parliament has passed a constitutional amendment bill and a referendum bill to transition.
Boy, oh, nothing about that part there. Disappointed by the tone of his voice, debating every little issue were discussed. It was a personal attack from start.
Jamaica into a republic. Could you clarify the economic and administrative implications of this transition and how you intend to ensure that the process doesn't distract from Jamaica's economic priorities like debt reduction, investment diversification, and public services?
That question goes to Mr. Golding first, and then to Dr. Holness.
In answer to the question, we can whistle and ride. So we have done very well as a nation in reducing our public debt. We ensured that the fiscal rules were very strong with an algorithm, an equation in the fifth schedule to the Financial Administration Audit Act that determines the fiscal balance that must be hit by each year's budget. And that has ensured that successive governments have stayed on course to take it down to 60%. We can do constitutional reform on critical issues, and we have that consensus yet on the critical issue of decolonization, in particular our final court, which is now the Privy Council, the King's Court, that makes orders in the names of
Where issue that Jamaican are currently facing discussed. Jamaican are leaving the island because of lack of job, opportunity, and pay. Well, we don't hear nothing of that, you know. I don't hear a thing about that. Also, if you whistle and ride on the nation business, a wagon is
in the name of the King, as opposed to the regional court, which has been established, the Caribbean Court of Justice, which Jamaica helped to design, helped to fund, and which has developed over the last 20 years a reputation for independence and excellence. There are aspects of the bill.
But the thing is, nobody not ask the question neither.
Problems with.
Nobody asked the question. Remember, question them answer. You notice nobody not ask the question neither, Rasta for life. Nobody not ask a question
The
neither.
fact that effectively it will allow the Prime Minister to appoint the President, because a simple majority of both houses will do it if we do not agree who that person is. I think that is wrong. I think that the President of the country must command the trust and confidence of both sides of the political aisle, and indeed the wider public.
Dr. Hunes? To be clear, the bills before Parliament do not give the Prime Minister the ability to appoint the President. We are the party that have advanced the greatest, the process of repatriating our sovereignty. I am a Jamaican through and through, and I want to see my country's sovereignty represented by a Jamaican. It puzzles me as to why the opposition is trying to frustrate this. The opposition says we must always consult the people. Yet,
those entire three debates were a waste of time. All ignorance, personal attack, and school picnic behavior.
they do not want to consult the people on a fundamental architecture of our society, our final court of appeal. They are inconsistent, they are hypocritical, flip-floppers. They were the ones who nudged, encouraged, and agreed with the government that a process should be started for the repatriation of our sovereignty. Midway in the process, they have turned around to say they have challenges with it. What is it that they really want? Are you truly a Jamaican?
It's time for our next question. It is from
Parliament.
Question is from Giovanni Dennis, and it goes to Dr. Holness.
Dr. Holness, you said on February 7, 2016 in Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay, within our first 100 days in government, we will start the legislative process to fix the general election date in Jamaica. It's been 3,490 days since. In your May 2016 budget debate, you further stated the country should not be distracted by protracted periods of uncertainty. Yet, that's exactly what happened with this year's election. After 2 consecutive terms in office, you have failed to deliver on this promise. Why?
You see, they don't ask none of them question the rest of your life. They don't ask about the jobs, they don't ask none of them question, they not ask. So really and truly, the two of them are answer to what they ask them. You can't move from where they ask, you have to answer a question. So, the question they're not right. We can't blame them for not talk about it, because question them answer. Yard for left your yard go work for $17,000 a month a week, you know. Bus fare and lunch money that. I have a question. Are Jamaica now able to sleep with their doors unlocked? Why? Mr. Andrew Holidays, I Jamaica, I don't Jamaica, you have Andrew Holidays have to answer that question because that's impossible. Yes, you have to stay on the topic and answer accordingly. Yeah, is what they ask. Yeah, 100 US a week. No way they can't sleep with them door open again. It's hard. Well, people put liquor on it like you have to go a bar go work from. You work from 10 in the morning until the people say when? 1 o'clock. By right, it's supposed to be 11, but no bar close at 11. Most bars stay open more and it's hard to leave your yard from 10 in the morning till 11 at night. Sometime 12, sometime 1 for $20,000. Right now, every bar you walk, you see a sign put up.
Your research into this matter, I respect the question, is incomplete. At the calling of the 2020 general elections, I explained to the public in Parliament that our government actually started work on fixed election date.
But the 6,500 at that time could have helped you. The 6,500, and I must be fair. The 6,500, when it was 6,500. A week, 20,000 a week, 7 days. The 6,500 in that time, poor people still never $600 a pound. A $600 a pound with turkey neck. Some place are $650. At that time, turkey neck did very cheap. Everybody could have buy. So now compare it away.
We found that it was inconsistent with our constitutional arrangements, and therefore we did not include it in our 2020 manifesto. It is no longer a part of our platform. More.
Yes, still a Rasta, me can do certain reasoning in a kaya say if it was still 650, then the chicken then the chicken back would not be so dear. So it still not make no sense. 17,000 and they sitting there and raise 10,000% more. It don't really make difference. Come on, speak with a wide mind. At least when you get 6,500, you could have got a supermarket and carry something in your bag. Now if you even get 20,000, you can't carry nothing in your bag. Think about it. 1 pound of onion have $500. In those days, 1 pound of onion have $20. So we can't go backward. Food was a less cost than now. The salary is very low. Not because you're green, you go just start there something there. It is wrong. It won't go up. Understand what I say? When you did that level, you could have got a supermarket. So the salary is still low. Because 17,000 can't go in a supermarket and you can't get the whole 17. Remember, bus fare is sky high. Everything is sky high. Thank you. It need to be more for real. Yeah, it's bad. Thank you.
To that, however, is the fact that in seeking to have all of these previous considerations included, we went about putting in place a constitutional reform commission that would bring all the considerations for constitutional reform under an expert review. That expert review was thwarted by the opposition. So, yes, these considerations were considered from 2016, but the reality...
I am talking about myself. You remember the night when the glass dropped out and cut me? I went to the hospital and they had nothing to stitch it. You remember what they tell me? Me to go to the clinic the next morning and they give me a prescription that the clinic don't have the cream. So I had to buy it at the pharmacy to bring with me to the public clinic. Remember good? So I buy it and went to a private doctor. And when me did go to a clinic, you remember what me I get? Me maybe have to come back the next day because it is too full. Plus me have to buy only thing the clinic are going to provide me is the gauze and the tape. You know better than and then say it free. But you better than that collect something where when you reach you can get one stitches. Me couldn't get none. Because they don't have none in the big hospital of Port Antonio. And they don't have the cream to put on it either. Me have to wait till the next morning and go buy it myself. Suppose me couldn't afford it. Me I talk about myself and what happened to me. And they were nowhere there for me lay down. Remember I was late. They said them have to observe to see if make it stop bleed. You remember? Where did I have to lay? In my car. Suppose me never have a car. For lay down in there. How much people have a car? There wasn't even space in the hospital where me could have get for lay down. And they said me can't left. So them put me out in the lunch in a me have to go lie down on one bench where everybody sit pan. It happened to me on live here because I was on live. I had to go in my car and lay there. If I never have a car, I have to lay upon when I bench them and then I give you a piece of cotton for disinfect off the bench where everybody sit down pan where they must never lie down pan.
Of our constitutional arrangement made us take a different route, which is to go to a comprehensive constitutional reform, which was frustrated by the opposition.
Over to Mr. Golding to respond.
Just before I respond, just to point out that Mr. Holness's data is not current. The Fiscal Commissioner issued a release, I think it was today actually, indicating that with the National System of Accounts being updated, GDP has been adjusted, and we're now at 62% of GDP. That's what they achieved, 60% this fiscal year. No, please, you're not entitled to do that. The flip-flopping from the Prime Minister is manifest. They were supposed to have impeachment. There's no impeachment. Fixed election day, no fixed election day. Ring fencing the NHT, they have taken over $130 billion out of the NHT. Cannot be trusted.
Just reminding that there is a format to the debate and asking the debaters to respect. This question is...
All that shouldn't happen. As a Prime Minister, you shouldn't make they have to tell us that you have to respect the debate. You shouldn't butt in when you don't have to butt in. So you not live by rules, so you want we out have to live by rules. You see? You never entitled to chat about the man wife either, but you do it. True, Erica, the health system is very bad. I went to the ER in the US and had to wait outside too. Didn't them have a stitch could I give? The rest of your life? Remember me come home with my face no stitch up. And the next morning me have to go to pharmacy go purchase the things them with stitching. So don't compare. Standing outside is one. but getting the thing is another. We have to be fair, you know. We have to be fair on the level. I was on live.
From Giovanni Dennis, and it goes to Dr. Holness.
Dr. Holness, you said on February 7, 2016 in Sam Sharp Square, Monte
Holness.
Mr. Holness, the Integrity Commission, in their court filing in the case that you brought to try and strike down the act and eliminate the offense for which you are being investigated, have said that you had money in the Ponzi scheme Olint and you got it out, while others suffered losses. You had money in Cash Plus, another Ponzi scheme where people lost lots of money, you got it out. And of course, you had money in SSL, and you were able to withdraw your money before it collapsed.
Remember in that comment section, I write USR Jamaica, which hospital you are talking about, sweetheart? We're taking grandmother to the hospital, which one? USR Jamaica. Ross, I have a question. Where was Edward Siago born? Anybody can answer that? Rasta for life, you attack foolishness. 30 years ago, it never worse, because you never live on the street. When me I get juke up and chop up and all kind of something, and I go to hospital and get through. Jamaica Center, all right, sweetheart. Here? So do not say that Rasta for life. It was better. 30 years ago, it was better. I can protest to that. Me get whole heap of ice pick them time. Me get the cut this sudden time. It was a lot better. No, sir. No, sir. Me no want to tell you a lie. Your mother did not tell, but me I tell you. Say, I know stitches me get them time then. Whole heap. And it works better than now. And one time me go now. One time me go now and me couldn't get couple stitches in my face. Because there was none in the hospital. And enough me get already. Me show them many times how much ice picking on my back all about. If it was no more than alive. Because the system bad now. Well, it's true. But whole heap me get sweetheart. Whole heap of time me end up there. And it work out better than now. I am talking about myself, you know. If me never get one cut what the if go there, me wouldn't have no talk because me also me no know how it go. Oh, what I am talking about is where I happen right now.
In fact, I would say the only person that Usain Bolt has not been able to catch up with is you. And I want to ask you, how do you think and why do you think the people of Jamaica should trust you to have be in charge of the governance of the country for a third term with that track record and with that cloud hanging over your head?
The leader of the opposition is a liar and cannot be trusted. I lost money in Cash Plus and Olint. However, the PNP accepted and received $1 million from Olint. He has no credibility to talk about the Ponzi scheme. They benefited from the Ponzi scheme to fund their election campaign. He questions my wife's integrity about development. My wife and my family are hardworking Jamaicans. We started off with the taxes like many other Jamaicans, and I have worked hard. He has sought to weaponize that. But the people who receive me when I go into the country, they say, Andrew, don't worry. No weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Mr. Golding, your rebuttal.
I made the point that for the Prime Minister and his wife to be in the real estate business when so many of the agencies of government which regulate that business fall under his Ministry of Economic Development and Job Creation creates the possibilities for conflicts of interest, and I stick by that position.
No, you get it wrong, Preservant. You didn't have to pay at the clinic. No, we wouldn't have to buy nothing at the private doctor. Remember, the alive is there. When I went to the clinic in the morning, early too, and there was it full. And I go up to the window and they said me have to wait till all those people, I'm behind all those people. And I say, why you say? Say yes, because the doctor have to look in it to see if any splinter in it. I say, what? But that they asked me to buy the medication to bring to the clinic, not the private doctor. But then when me see how it work, when me go to a clinic, I went to the private doctor. So if I was going to a private doctor, then me didn't have to buy them. Yes, the private doctor did use them. I did have them. So me show him them.
We now invite Dr. Andrew Holness.
Mr. Holness.
The opposition speaks about integrity and trust. He was an advisor to a former Minister of Finance that put in place a policy of high interest rate, for which he acted as a broker for the government.
Remember, you're not pay again, you know. It's the only thing when you say you're not pay, where you're not pay. For true. Because when I go there for register, you used to have to pay. They just give me my docket free and something. Normally before you have to pay. School, when they say free, and that make your school ain't coming like a private school, because only for thousands to go. Robert, it's not about bro God or no bro God. I your God or no my God. I have no God away from the true and living God. He's my Prime Minister, not my God. And we are not warring over here or anything like that. We are having a peaceful discussion. Yes, they say the education system is free, but it is not free. So a lot of money you have to pay to get the child in school. It debate a pine finger, yes. But it's a question them we ask Rasta. So they ask question for pine finger, so finger go pint. The one God that I know is the true and living God that created heaven and earth. Liar tell. Yeah, I love where I deal with them peace. So if it's your God, it's your God. It's only my prime minister. And we can't change that, but he will never be my God. That's why a lot of people don't like me, you know, 'cause the things that people force upon people. I will not take it. Because I am not, no matter what, I am not going to say is my God. My God is the only God, the true and living God. I will never praise a man nor a woman for no reason at all. We are all human beings, so it cannot be my God. You know when you swear to somebody and call them your God, what it is?
To invest loans and bonds for which he received a commission of high interest rate, to the point where one of his members described this as the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. He, the Topanaris lawyer, has made billions of this, yet he does not disclose this in his integrity report. In fact, he doesn't even have a house in Jamaica. How can we believe you? And do you have assets in overseas companies for which you have not disclosed?
I've disclosed all my assets, and that's why my Integrity Commission declarations are certified. Your allegations are scurrilous and false. You made reference to DB&G, although you didn't call the name. DB&G was a...
You see, it's more a pine finger. House, land, assets. So, Mark Wolin own a house in Jamaica. I never know that. Only thing I think is too old. He will do one term as Prime Minister and go down the next term. I think him should have just come down and give to one younger one. You have more chance. I don't know. For comments. I don't know what it signifies. Really. Can somebody, maybe Lady Luscious or Doc, explain that to you or anybody who know what it means? Julieta asks, what does the sign with number 2 beside her name signify? I hear somebody say, how in your comments? I don't know. They will so answer us with that.
Established in 1992 as an investment firm by 3 young Jamaican entrepreneurs. When the financial sector meltdown occurred some years later, and FinSac was established as a response to try and protect the savers of this country so they didn't lose their money in their deposits in the banking system and their pensions and so on, DB&G, like other financial firms at the time, had to navigate that carefully to survive. We eventually were approached by a leading international bank, Scotia Bank, who did a thorough due diligence on the company. It's a listed company where we were a listed company from inception. Our audited financial statements are public. Our quarterly financial statements are public. They looked at us inside out and upside down, found nothing, absolutely nothing untoward, and they bought the company. And we have nothing to hide on when it comes to DB&G. I would say, why is your government, having spent $200 million on this commission of inquiry into FinSac, hiding the FinSac report? Is it because you and your wife bought a house from somebody who had been FinSacked? You're a hypocrite, Andrew Holness, to be accusing me of anything in relation to FinSac when you have been a direct beneficiary of the losses of somebody who was FinSac, who lost their home because of FinSac.
Again, Mr. Golding, go to attacking my wife. When you, according to the Contractor General's report...
What? We tell us I'm not follow politics, you know. Hey, when they say I'm attacking wife. Me left right down there, so we didn't lose. Me never hear that party. I was driving home then. Me left before it done. Yeah. Cause them a bad me up a garage. Cause me bonfire upon the two sides, you know, so any side me there, you know, they rush me. But nothing for war about. But if me go PNP say me a labor right. And if me go labor right say me a PNP. So me and me go. And I be a PNP medicine last night. And everything is a recap. So when I call me name from yeah. The bar was full with
benefited
PNP.
from a sweetheart deal that was irregular. You
How much money did
benefited
it?
off the backs of the Jamaican
Me the
people
bartender
in
want to
creating
shot.
your wealth. You were a connected party with the then Minister of Finance, and you advised and created the FinSac debacle with high interest rate. You benefited from FinSac. I did not purchase a FinSac house. I bought a house on the open market. And again, you come with weaponized lies. Your lies will not work.
But I war, people ended their war.
To closing statement.
The opposition speaks about integrity.
The general
Wholeness of the JLP to go ahead with your closing statement.
The administration.
The general election
Closing statement
next
of
week, Wednesday, presents a historic opportunity for the people of Jamaica. After 13 and a half years of belt tightening and austerity, we are finally in a situation where the debt to GDP ratio has achieved or is on the cusp of achieving the 60%, which was written into the fiscal rules by Portia Simpson Miller. That means that the fiscal rules and prudent economic management can change gear and look at how we can grow the economy and build a society with a better quality of life for all. We see some serious issues that need to be addressed. 700,000 Jamaicans or thereabouts live on public land, lands where they've built their homes, but they don't have titles. The colonial era law set the period as 60 years of occupation before they can get ownership.
But I did it a long time. I don't just know that happened. People don't live on Capture Land, most island them with people own a Jamaica. Capture them, capture and then after own it. Come like Jamaica and never have peace to themselves. Majority land.
We are going to reduce that to 25 years. We're going to give them titles. And that is going to unlock over $1 trillion of wealth, which is now sealed up and quarantined in the old colonial era law that is still on the books. That is why also we're increasing the threshold to 3.5 million. So working families who are struggling to make ends meet can get a little break so they can live a better life. It's why we're going to be removing the tax from the overtime pay of workers earning up to $6 million so they can make it easier in life as well. And when I govern the country as Prime Minister to serve you, I will ensure that accountability and transparency are at the center of what we do, and any hanky-panky, any violation of the public trust will be met with the full force of the law with no protection from me. And that is a huge difference between the government I will lead and the government of Andrew Holness. That is why I'm asking you, on election day, next Wednesday, vote for the People's National Party, put your ex beside the head, time come for a better life.
We now invite the Wholeness of the JLP to go ahead.
That was a PNP. Boy, Me say if PNP win to me, I ginger. And if Labour Right win, I vote. None of them now do nothing for me. You know, make a difference. Yeah, try to use another telephone. Lady Lucious, what's the side button on the super chat? I'm trying to use it, but it's telling me to click on the side button. Boy, me never know. Who can explain that?
With your closing statement.
The administration that I lead on your behalf has cut the debt in half. We have created 280,000 new jobs, brought in 85,000 persons into the labor force. We have tripled the minimum wage. We have cut murders by 55% over the last 3 years. You have had no new taxes to worry about. This administration has taken on the previously thought of impossible to solve problems, and we have solved them. We are an administration of performance. In our next term, our pensioners who have worked so hard will get a break. Those earning $6 million or below will pay no income tax. We will give a new income tax rate, which will be graduated, which will see everyone paying lower taxes. You will see 60,000 more houses being brought on the market, with 15% of them dedicated to young people. We will give incentives to develop.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Well, but people, I'm going to report the page and I go with themselves too, man. You want to see it? Tomorrow my birthday. But I'm not insured. But me didn't come here with nothing. So I will leave with nothing. When I for them birthday, everybody can give them something, but when I'm my own, me not forget nothing. Me not still live and I live better than them. Come here and look on them.
As to build houses for young people. You will see a new transportation system for rural school children coming into being. You will see more work being done on reducing electricity. Our government is a government of performance. This election is about a clear choice. Promise or performance. That's what it is. You have to make a decision. Who can deliver? It is this administration that has taken on the difficult problems, and we have delivered for you. I ask you on election day to vote for what is best for Jamaica. Vote for a government that performs. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Holness. Thank you, Mr. Golding.